you have cleared your written exam of KPMG, the next step in the recruitment process is the group discussion round. Now students think that group discussion is a selection round, but in KPMG, group discussion is a mass elimination round. On an average, you will be grouped into batches of 15 to 20 students each, and the evaluator will only select 2 to 5 candidates from each batch. Also, sometimes the evaluator ends up rejecting the entire panel as well. Now this year, since group discussion process is happening online, the batch size will be a little smaller, maybe around 7 to 10 students each. However, you can expect the same selection rate of around 20%. Now students get eliminated because of two reasons. One, they do not have subject knowledge about the topic in discussion, and two, they do not have language competency. Now developing subject knowledge as well as language competency is a long-term process and starts somewhere in your primary school. However, since KPMG group discussions are around the corner, they are going to be happening in next few days, we do not have the kind of time for that kind of planning. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to give you some quick tips that will help you crack the GD process. Number 1, prepare your current issues very well. Candidates can expect 4 types of group discussion topics in KPMG selection process: current affairs, social issues, abstract topics, and business and technology topics. Now, frankly, abstract topics just require presence of mind. You do not really need to have a lot of knowledge for discussion on abstract topics. But what you really need to have is the confidence to speak up your mind. Current affairs, on the other hand, require you to have in-depth knowledge about the topic under consideration. Take, for example, the topic of national education policy. Let us say, आपको KPMG के GD में ये टॉपिक दे दिया गया और आपको नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी के बारे में कुछ भी नहीं पता, तो क्या करोगे? शक्ल ही देखोगे ना आसपास वालों की, या फिर कुछ नाप शनाप बोलोगे जिसका टॉपिक से कुछ लेना देना नहीं है. The point that I'm trying to make is that you have to have some basic knowledge about the topics that are being currently discussed in public discourse. You should be so prepared for the topic that as soon as the topic is presented to you and the discussion starts, you are ready to start firing facts on the given topic to the given panel. At any given current time, there are about 5 to 8 topics that are being debated hotly in public discourse. All that you have to do is that you have to prepare for those top 5 topics. Now, even if you require 1.5 hours of research on each of these topics, all it is going to take is 5 to 8 hours of preparation to cover top 5 topics in discussion. और आपका काम तो और आसान कर दिया गया है. आपके KPMG प्रिपरेशन कोर्स में ऑलरेडी एक डिटेल्ड लिस्ट दी गई है जिसमें जुलाई अगस्त 2020 के सारे एक्सपेक्टेड करंट अफेयर्स को कवर किया गया है वीडियोस के साथ. तो जाइए उसको कवर कीजिए, एंड दैट इज ऑल यू रिक्वायर फॉर करंट अफेयर टॉपिक्स. Number 2, get your audio right. Let me ask you a question. On a video conferencing call, what is more troublesome, poor audio or poor video? Well, the fact is कि आप poor quality video को फिर भी tolerate कर सकते हैं. What you can't tolerate is poor quality audio. When I started recording my video lectures in 2016, one big concern raised by my students was that the quality of audio was poor. So I actually went ahead and invested in a professional mic. I purchased Blue Yeti. It did cost me around 18,000 at that time, but trust me, it was worth it. I've been recording audio on the same mic ever since. In fact, the audio for this video is also being recorded on my Blue Yeti. आप माइक को नहीं देख सकते because it's hanging over my head through a boom pole, but I think you're getting my point. Audio quality is paramount. So what should you as a student appearing for group discussion or interview online do? Obviously, you can't invest into a professional mic, but what you can do is that you can invest in a good headphone. There are many options available out there, but make sure that you buy a headphone with good mic built into it. Even if you do not have the option of buying a new headphone right now, your standard earphones that come bundled with your phone will do the job. Whatever you choose to do, Make sure that you're using at least a decent microphone during your group discussion so that whatever you're saying is clear and loud. Number 3, put your laptop on charging mode. ये बताने की ज़रूरत तो नहीं होनी चाहिए, बट ये गलती स्टूडेंट्स करते हैं, पर आपने नहीं करनी. Make sure that your laptop is fully charged. You do not want your laptop to throw up a low battery notification in the middle of the group discussion. Also, keep your laptop on charging mode. Most of the laptops have an auto power saving mode, which reduces your laptop's performance when on battery. This can affect your live video call, particularly if you are using a laptop with an underpowered processor. Make sure that your laptop is on charging mode and it is set on maximum performance mode throughout your GT process. Number 4, get your environment right. Make sure that you are attending the group discussion in a room with no background noise. The last thing you want to have is people or children yelling at each other. Otherwise, आपके साथ भी कुछ ऐसा हो सकता है.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, Howard. Thanks for getting up so early.
No problem, Dr. Massimino.
The guys here call me Mass.
Mass. That's a cool nickname because force equals mass times acceleration.
Yeah, it's just short for Massimino. Anyway, the plan for this morning is to go over the...
Sorry, my phone.
What is that? Is that Rocket Man?
Yeah, my ringtone. Kind of my favorite song, Rocket Man.
Howard, your Fruit Loops are getting soggy!
Not now!
Who's that?
My mom. Sorry.
No problem. Fruit Loops.
Need I say anything more? Also, make sure आप जिस भी रूम में वीडियो कॉल कर रहे हैं वो रूम साफ है. You do not want stuff cluttered in the background. Also, ensure that the wall behind you is clean as well. You do not want those objectionable posters of Sunny Leone in the background. Hashtag GN2 Boys Hostel. Just kidding. दीवार साफ रखना. Number 5. Sit opposite to the light. All of us have been on those conference calls where the other person is hard to see because of poor lighting. They can either be backlit, giving them a silhouette effect, have harsh shadows on one side of their face, have too much light giving them a blown out look, or sometimes the lighting is so bad that you can barely see anything. You obviously want to avoid all such situations. The best way is to sit opposite to light. This simple diagram will help you understand the correct way of sitting opposite to the light source. Also, try to sit as close as possible to the light source to avoid any sharp shadows. So, these are my 5 tips for attending KPMG group discussion online. All the best.